You guys ready to start the show?
I had a wedding once that I didn't show up to. A couple of you were like, he looks like the product of a broken engagement. Yep, that's what this beard is. That's the beard of loneliness. It comes with your Xbox. My wedding, I'd been with the girl for 4 years, and about a week before the wedding, she came to me and said, hey, just something I think you should know. Great start, by the way. Just want to let you know that at night when you go to sleep, I battle ghosts and demons and vampires on an ethereal plane to protect you. And I said, go on. And she just kept going. She was coming out to me that she thought that she was Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which my favorite part about Buffy the Vampire Slayer is when I don't like an episode, I can skip it and I don't share a checking account with it or a last name. That's what I get to have with that. So I just didn't show up to the wedding. Which the great part was the cost of the wedding wound up getting returned to me, even though she paid for it. I was like, do you want all of this money? And she's like, no, you're moving to LA, you take it with you, and you start your new life. And I did exactly that by moving to LA, and on my first day, throwing a $17,000 drug party on a boat to make friends. Here's the thing about that. Those friends don't come around anymore when you don't have a drug boat. That's... You can't take them out into international waters. So one of my first gigs that I got in LA was I was a location scout for a TV show. Can't tell you the name of the show, but it was about ghost hunters. And what I would do as a location scout is I would go to places where people thought that they had a haunting, and I would interview them, not to tell them whether or not the haunting was real, because I was not qualified because my Ghostbusters membership expired in 91. Just to determine whether or not, if we put these people in the same room with the ghost hunters, if these people would attempt to eat the ghost hunters. Like, how crazy are they? I went to this woman's house, and it was a one-bedroom, already kind of small for a haunting, and it was built in the 90s, so it only had one owner previous to her. I was like, what grunge rock singer died here? Lane Stanley, are you the man in the box? Who's gonna come out? And she opened the door, and you know in cartoons when somebody puts their finger in a socket and the hair goes, that's what her hair looked like. So I was like, oh, this will be a delight. And indeed it was. And I was like, so tell me about the hauntings. And she said, well, sometimes I go away and I come back and a bunch of things are knocked over and my cat's walking through it. And you're like, oh, okay. And other times, something in the night will knock over all my prescription pills, and then my cat will be walking. You're very smart. You see where this is going. And as I was about to say, how many prescription pills are there? All the doors and windows in the apartment slammed closed and opened again at the same time, and I ran home. I fucking ran. I pulled out my phone while running, left my car, and quit the job. Just like, fuck it! And then hung up. And then about 30 minutes later, it was like, I don't have health insurance now because I believed in ghosts for about 20 minutes. That was and the worst part of it was like, oh no, not only did I now believe in ghosts and turned away the love of my life because she did, I've also run off the only person I've ever met who knows how to fight them. Oh.